Welcome, everyone. This is Robin from Western Massachusetts. It is Sunday, April 24th, 2022. Finally got some sunshine here in Western Mass, and this is the Morgellons Call of the Week. I am Robin, the co-host. I'm thrilled to be here. It is the life-saving event of the week where we all work on getting our lives back. And thanks to Richard Kuhn's, his protocols, his diet, and his book, which is just recently released, the 11th edition, because Richard, unlike many others, never stops learning, never stops researching. We are his research team and we help him, but he has so much information at his disposal, and he's been in the trenches with us. He knows what's going on. So at this point, I'd like to welcome Richard Kuhn's, the author of How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons and Other Skin Parasites.
Thank you, Robin. Glad to be here. Thank you for being here, Robin. Thank you, Mary, for doing the taking down everybody's number before 4 o'clock p.m. This is Robin and I are here every Sunday, and Mary has joined us to provide inspiration and direction for each and every one of you to get your lives back. Robin said, we've been in the trenches, so not like we're from some ivory tower and telling you what we think you should do and what we learned at some conference or something like that. We've done it. We've lived it. We've been through the misery and come out the other end and are better for it. Today's topic is one of Robin's favorites, and that is
laundry.
Laundry. How to deal with laundry. Now, laundry can be easy, as it was for me. I mean, I just simply put some ammonia in my washing machine, maybe a cup or cup and a half of ammonia along with detergent. Now, today, I would use I use my laundry soap. I don't use detergent. And that would be basically it. And then a little later on, I realized that with some people, their dryers are probably contaminated with the organisms because high heat doesn't necessarily kill these organisms. So then we added, okay, let's add some ammonia, maybe some peppermint, a quarter of a cup or half a cup of ammonia, sometimes a little bit more, some peppermint, and pour it onto a towel or something absorbent in the dryer to disinfect the dryer as well. And okay, that's an improvement, but there are some people who still had organisms that lived through all of that. And soaking for days at a time. Some people would say they'd have to do that in order to get things out of the organisms out of their laundry. And then Robin came along with this approach, which seems to work pretty well. So Robin, tell us how you do it.
Okay, so the first thing I did was I got a big tub with a tight cover, like at Walmart, a 55-gallon plastic container, and I would put 2 inches of ammonia in the bottom.
Yeah, excuse me. That's a little big. I think it's probably more like maybe a 10-gallon or 15-gallon. It's usually the totes are usually about what, 2 feet?
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's like
3 feet long. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it said 55 gallons. So.
Oh, that's a big thing. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not 55. Maybe it's 15. All right, my error. Anyway, it's a big tote. It's
a lid on top that you can
with a lid, with a tight lid that you can seal. And I would put 2 inches of ammonia in the bottom. Now, if you don't want the ammonia to soak into your clothes because it's the fumes that are the neurotoxin, you can get plastic egg crates and put them on the bottom to create a little platform that the clothes can sit on. And I would soak, that would be like a pre-soak that would go anywhere from 2 hours to overnight. And then I would and then in the wash, I would add directly to the clothes a cup of borax And then in the soap part, I would either use Richard's laundry soap or his enzyme cleaner. And I would also put ammonia in the place where the bleach goes. I'd set it for the hottest setting and pre-soak.
Okay, let me interject for a moment. So we're using borax and we're using laundry soap. Now, as far as the enzymes go, you would not want to use the enzymes in conjunction with our laundry soap or any detergent, right, because of remember this, the enzymes are living organisms. So you don't want to use anything that is going to kill them because you're just wasting your money with the enzymes. All right, so keep that in mind. You don't want to use anything that's going to kill the enzymes. They're friendly little critters. Okay, so either way, but don't mix the ammonia with
right.
Okay.
And that was not working for me, and I ended up getting Clorox Blue powdered pool shock and adding it about 1/8 of a teaspoon to the laundry detergent, dissolving it in the laundry detergent because otherwise it leaves spots on your clothes. And that seemed to push everything over the edge into doing better. And so then I'd wash things. Sometimes initially I had to wash things 2 or 3 times to get them really clean. And I could tell that they weren't because in the dryer there'd be little white and black specks in the lint. And I would rewash them until there were no specks in the lint. But in the dryer I would put well, Richard likes to use a sock or a cloth, but I would use dryer sheets because dryer sheets have this chemical in them which repels parasites. And so I would spray one and soak it with ammonia and another one and soak it with pure peppermint. And then I would put that in with the clothes in the dryer and dry it for 1.5 hours to 2 hours on high. And after that, this is a key thing, is that when I knew the clothes were really clean, I would, because my house was totally infested, I would put them in Ziploc freezer bags, which are fairly heavy plastic, so that they didn't get reinfested if I wasn't going to wear them right away. And I would do that with all the laundry all the time. And that's the protocol that I tweaked with Richards, and it's been really successful. Yeah, but it's really important to make sure that anything that you have disinfected in laundry, you have a way to keep clean.
Yes, and you might also, if you're going to put your clothing in these zipper bags, these big zipper bags, and perhaps store it for a period of time, add in some menthol crystals, and then seal it up so that you can be assured that nothing is going to get in there, nothing that got through is going to propagate, and that they're going to be disinfected when you go to use them.
But every season when you switch out like your winter clothes and your spring and summer clothes, I would still rewash everything just to be safe.
That's it. And that brings me to the next topic, which is about to mention, is change of seasons. We go through here in the Northeast 4 changes of season. So we're just now coming into going from spring to summer. That means we're going to be getting clothing out that we haven't worn for a year. And is it decontaminated? Is it free of organisms? This is, people say, is there a cure? Well, there's no cure for these things because they're just organisms. And if you're exposed to them, a sufficient quantity of them, you're going to be reinfected. So it's particularly important if you're taking clothing out for summer and putting away your spring clothing, you make sure you launder them and clean them, or that you've stored them. As Robin suggests, she would go to the extra step and go ahead and launder them again. So, okay. anything more to add to this topic? Because that's about it. It's going to be a quick one.
I think we covered it. Yeah, that's about it.
The important thing to remember is that in the washing machine is that you do not, if you're using the enzymes, use them only by themselves. That's it.
Right.
And clean them. And as Robin said, she sometimes washes it. So you could do 2 washes. You could do it first with soap and borax and ammonia, and go through the whole cycle, and then run the cycle again with just the enzymes. So you could do 2 cycles like that to make sure you got them clean. And then in the dryer, Robin likes the dryer sheets, but if you read the ingredients, some of the ingredients can contribute to skin rashes. So you need to make up your own mind on that. That's up to you. And yes, the dryer sheets have been recommended for years and years by many people to put in, and particularly if you're dealing with Morgellons. But again, the counter of it is that there are ingredients that can contribute to rashes. So sometimes we do have sensitivities. Each of us are different, and your sensitivity may be that you don't want to use dryer sheets. So if you're going through this and you're using the dryer sheets and you're still coming up with rashes and so forth, well, then get rid of the dryer sheets, because it may well be that you have an allergy to them. Okay. Well, I guess that wraps up this segment then.